Hey there, Johnny here, popping on a Tuesday night, which is not my usual pop on night, is it? No, but I am here tonight because today is not a proud day for America. For today is the day that a former president and most likely future president was indicted on 34 charges in a Manhattan courtroom brought by the Manhattan DA. Why am I here to talk about it? As most of you know, I am a lawyer by day and for the last couple of years, a pissed off Republican at night. What I want to do is really a PSA. I want to give my non-lawyer friends a quick, I say primer, you say primer, a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, Why the Prosecution of Donald Trump is Bullshit. You're not going to find that in the syllabus at Harvard. No. The only place you're going to find this lesson is right here. And I give this lesson to you in under 3, maybe 5, could be 8 minutes. I have in my hand the actual indictment. People versus Donald J. Trump. All 34 counts. For starters, what's an indictment? The indictment is the piece of paper that is designed to let an accused know exactly what they are being accused of. Why is that important? Oh, here's why. Because the Constitution of the United States, another little document that I'm sure you've all heard of, when someone is being accused of a crime, it guarantees that person certain rights. Overall, if you want to just kind of gather them all together, those rights are considered due process. Part of the process that is due you, if you are accused, is to know exactly what you are being charged with. Why is that important? Well, duh. You can't defend yourself if you don't know what you're defending yourself against, number one. And number two, if you were to successfully defend yourself, or unsuccessfully for that matter, you cannot be charged again. That's a little ditty called double jeopardy. What is wrong with the indictment against Donald Trump? You may be hearing on the news that Donald Trump has been charged with 34 counts. Seems like, oh my God, somebody who's going to be running for president is indicted on 34 counts? Must be real bad. Au contraire, mon frère. I read all these 34 counts. Here's what the district attorney is alleging. Revolves around that infamous Stormy Daniels hush money $130,000 payment. Old news, don't care, doesn't matter. But just so that you know, the reason why this indictment is 34 counts is because they charged 3 or 4 transactions multiple ways. You read these 34 counts, and I don't encourage you to do that because it's a dry read. I read them for you. Here's what's going on. Donald Trump is being charged with felony falsifying business record. It's a felony, which means you have to falsify a business record, make some dumb statement, don't dot the I, cross the T, carry the 2, whatever you're going to do, with the intent to conceal some other crime. If you falsify a business record with the intent to conceal some other crime or commit some other crime, tomato, you can be charged with falsifying a business record in the first degree, which is a felony. Interestingly, the DA does not mention this other crime. It's not here. You can turn to any page you want. You could go to count 3, count 10, count 24. I'll save you the trip. It ain't in there. Back to my original point. The reason why so many trees were killed in the creation of this indictment is because Alvin Bragg took one activity and kind of whacked it up 34 ways. Think of it this way. If cooking were a crime, and if you've had my cooking, you might agree. The way the cooking indictment would be brought against me would be like this. Count 1, she took the pot out of the drawer. Count 2, she put the pot on the stove. Count 3, she put some sort of food item in the pot. And count 4, she turned the stove on. That is how this entire indictment is pled. It's Donald Trump had a voucher for legal fees. Donald Trump noted that voucher in his checkbook. Donald Trump wrote the check. Next, count 5. Oh, different day, same shit. There's absolutely nothing in here that is criminal. That's a problem. That's not just a problem for Donald Trump. I mean, it actually isn't a problem for Donald Trump because he'll be able to make multiple motions to dismiss this indictment. It's a problem that a DA can bring charges against Donald Trump or anyone that are not crimes. You've heard it a million times. You can indict a ham sandwich. Well, you know what? You should not be able to indict a ham sandwich. You should not be able to indict a potted plant. You should not be able to indict a pair of socks. You should only be able to indict people against whom there is probable cause to believe a crime has been committed. There is no crime is contained in this indictment. Where's the crime? Furthermore, the crime that elevates this to felony status ain't in here either. No, you can't see, you can't even guess. You can't even guess what it is. Several reasons why this is important, not the least of which is what I just said. We should not be able to indict innocent people for no goddamn reason. Why is the case against Donald Trump bullshit? Number one, no crimes have been alleged. Number two, the bigger crime that he's supposed to have concealed or committed, nowhere to be found. Number three, all of these crimes, and I'm putting crime in air quotes because these aren't crimes. This is aforementioned bullshit, are alleged to have occurred in the year 2017. Why is that important? Well, the statute of limitations on a misdemeanor charge, which this ordinarily would be, is 2 years. When you elevate it to a felony, it's 5. 2017 to 2023 is, now, I went to law school because I suck at math, but that's over 5 years. Sidebar. The statute of limitations is the time period within which a prosecutor needs to charge you with a particular crime. If the DA does not bring charges within the statutory limitation period, no ticky, no shirty, you can't be charged. Period. There's going to be some kind of argument that the statute was told because he was sitting president. Those arguments will fail. Why do we care that the case against Donald Trump is bullshit? We care not just because if you are a Donald Trump fan, if you voted for him in the past, or if you plan to vote for him in the future, this is intended to scare you. This is intended to get you to change your opinion of Donald Trump. This is intended to get you to not vote for the man. Let's be real. But even more important, at least for me, lawyer by day, pissed off Republican by night, is if we allow this to happen to Donald Trump, it could happen to anyone. You, me, your little sister, your babysitter, whomever. Indicting someone for non-criminal activity and doing it in such a way that you can't even tell from the four corners of this indictment what the hell you did wrong. We are supposed to have justice for all in this country. Then that means we can't have fake news, we can't have fake charges, we can't have fake prosecutions, and we can't have a fake democracy where anybody at any time can get bullshit levied against them, whether you're a former president or John Q. Public.
You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order! They're out of order!
That is why this is important, even if you are not a Trump fan. You don't have to fight for Donald Trump to fight against this. And if you do want to fight for him, fighting against this should be your job. In conclusion, those are the main reasons why the case against Donald Trump is bullshit. Tune in again for some more legal lessons from my living room. Oh, and tune in tonight at midnight. I'm going to be on Fox News talking about this exact same thing, except I'm going to be even more wired because I'm going to drink coffee for the next 2 hours. And remember, everything that guy just said is bullshit. We'll see you on the air.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.